Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have for you some fun and affordable DIY autumnal room decor ideas. So let's get started with this autumnal wreath. So you will need a wire wreath frame. I'll pop the link down below to where I got this one. Some autumnal artificial leaves and flowers. Pumpkins and pine cones for decoration. Copper spray paint, acrylic paint and a sponge to apply, some wire and wire cutters, and lastly a glue gun. Firstly, start off with preparing all your decorations to add to the wreath, just so you've got everything good to go. So I managed to pick up these artificial pumpkins from Tiger, and I'm taking off the stalk and painting these copper just to fit in with my theme. So they should look something like this. Next, if you want to, you can spray your pine cones as well, and I'm doing mine copper, again just to fit in with my autumnal colour scheme that I've chosen. Lastly, go ahead and prepare your chosen artificial flowers and leaves. Now you can easily pull these apart and trim off the flowers and leaves with wire clippers so that they can fit around the wreath comfortably. To attach the main parts to the wreath, go ahead and cut off some wire just so you've got lots of bits prepared to put everything together. Now comes the fun part of decorating your wreath. So firstly, start off with your biggest decorations and start attaching these to the wire frame with the pieces of wire that you clip to size. Now the good thing about the artificial flowers is they already have wire in them, so you can easily bend them around the wreath. I also love the mix of the autumnal orange, yellow and green shades to complement the copper frame, and I found this frame from Hobbycraft for only £2. So like I said before, I'll pop the link down below and also to everything that I use in this video. So once you finish attaching the larger decorations to the wreath, it should look something like this. Next, you can go ahead and add the finishing touches to complete the wreath and just to help it all come together. So firstly, I'm using this large sunflower as a main focal point, and I'm just gluing this onto the frame with the glue gun. You can also trim off the long part of the stalk underneath too with the wire clippers, so it just lays a little bit flatter. Next, I'm adding in the pine cones that I sprayed copper, and I'm just adding these where I think they go the best, and luckily these already had wire on them, so I could just wind them around the wreath. I think I got these from Wilko last year, but I'm sure they will still have them in. So if you find that some of your leaves are a bit tangled and facing the wrong way, all you need to do is just lay them down where you want them facing the right way, and you can just add a little bit of glue from the glue gun to secure them down, just so they look all nice and flat and facing the right way. Lastly, I decided to add one of my pumpkins to the wreath and a few more pine cones just to finish this off, but it's totally up to you how you want your wreath to look and where you want everything to go. So once you're happy with how your wreath looks, you can go ahead and hang it wherever you like. So you don't have to hang it on a front door, you could also hang it by a fireplace or on a wall as a feature piece to brighten up a room. So next, onto the pumpkin tea light holders. So you will need 3 ceramic pumpkin tea light holders. I'll put the link to where I got these down below. You'll also need some LED tea lights, as these are much safer, as well as a selection of different coloured acrylic paints and sponges to apply the paints with, and also some embellishments to decorate your pumpkins with. Now, although these pumpkins look lovely anyway for Halloween, I just wanted to make them that bit more autumn appropriate and decorate them with colours that match our living room. So for the first pumpkin, I'm painting the main part of the pumpkin copper and the stalk white. For the second one, I'm painting this 3 coats of white to cover it well, and for the stalk I'm going to paint this grey, but you can use whatever shades you like. So next I decided to embellish the main part of this pumpkin too with some silver rhinestones. So these are already pre-glued, so all I'm doing is following the existing shape of the pumpkin to create a spiral design on the front. For the last pumpkin, I'm painting the main part a gorgeous slate grey and the stalk copper. Then to finish, I'm taking a copper glitter and I'm decorating the top part with a glitter gradients using a sponge. But you can do, like I said, whatever you like to fit the theme of your room. Then once all your pumpkins are dry, you can just lastly place the LED tea lights in the back and you're good to go. So these look great again as a feature piece on a table or decorated by the TV or a fireplace as well. For the last autumn DIY, I'm decorating this beautiful copper letter that I found at Hobbycraft 2. So you will need a selection of artificial leaves, copper spray paint, a wireframe letter. I got an A for autumn, but you can get whatever you would like. A small set of optional fairy lights, wire and wire cutters, and a glue gun. Firstly, I'm going to detach the berries and acorn that are already on the leaves, and I'm spraying these copper. I'm then attaching them back onto the leaves so they should look something like this, but you can also collect your own acorns and spray them and stick them onto the leaves yourself. Next, if your leaves are too long, you can cut them down with the wire cutters just so you have lots of little pieces to fit in and around the wire frame. Lastly, just make sure you cut some small pieces of wire so that you can use them to attach your lights and leaves. So if you do decide to use LED fairy lights, then you can start attaching them to the back of the frame with the copper wire that you cut to size. Once you've finished attaching all your lights, they should look something like this, and all you need to do is just glue on the battery pack to the back of the initial. Lastly, you can go ahead and start decorating your initial. So I'm just taking some of the leaves and I'm feeding them through the back of the wire so you can still see the front of the A. You can then secure the stalks with the copper wire, or you can also use the glue gun to layer up the leaves to cover up the battery pack or any unwanted fairy light wires you want hidden. To finish off the initial, you could also add some of your leftover pine cones to the bottom. Then you can use this decoration to brighten up any table, shelf or windowsill. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and give this video a thumbs up if you felt inspired to make some DIY autumnal room decor. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter and Snapchat for more inspiration. And if you missed my last 2 previous videos, you can go ahead and click on the picture links and that will take you to that video. Have a wonderful weekend, guys, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care. Bye.